Bay Packers. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. On the carry.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Taken down at the
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They run. Cook. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Montez Sweat.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. First carry now for Alexander Madison. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. On play action, Mariota. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 30. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Hey, tight down.
First down, here's the run with Cook. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff to establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
A 3-yard
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Going on the ground with Madison. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
On 3rd down, Mariota setting up the screen for Cook. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They've got their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit, so every point is precious.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. For Kenyon Drake, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Cowboys nothing.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. For the shotgun with Drake. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard line.
2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a 1st down, too. From the gun, it's Tua. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there out of Cook. 56 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Cook. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
On the play, it's 3rd down and 6.
from the shotgun. It's Mariota. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers add on to their lead.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough. Otherwise, they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. 2 to throw again. They'll set up the screen to Dre. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Complete to Kenyon Drake.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Green Bay up to the task there in coverage and forcing a 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Mariota flushed out right. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Final play of the half here. Mariota looking here for Smith downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key. Crucial.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Mariota. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Zerline's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Drake. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
1st down, Cowboys.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 49. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. That's a tough spot as a quarterback, Charles. You want to get rid of it, but you see what can happen when you do try to get rid of it with pressure.
Yeah, and how about the pressure coming without them having to blitz? That's when you know things are clicking for your defense, and the end result, they end up gaining 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Greg Zerline set to kick off.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this carries into the end zone. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. Say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Tua to try again on second down. And his throw is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's third down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over it.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Give them 22 there on the third down conversion.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, Cowboys.
Tua now on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 36. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
That's good.
11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Throwing, Mariota. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first down. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
That catch good for only a couple. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Mariota. Buying time to his left. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Only a yard. It's 4th
Now
down.
Mariota on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He finds Beckham complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas first down.
And a Cowboy first down.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. The open man is Westbrook. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First down, Dallas.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Gary and Conley. Then into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown.
Touchdown, Packers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, and my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41, and a terrific return there. Frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile.
3rd and 1.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. This O-line's been great. They've got the big lead, so give them a pass there, I guess.
Yeah, I would think so, because if we were grading them on their performance in this game, a lot of pluses in their boxes so far.
On for the field goal. A 27-yard attempt.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And at this point, maybe you say, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
3rd down.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy.
And that's going to be too high. Out out of bounds and incomplete.
That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy.
And it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. Flush to his right. And that's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
4th down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position. Play action now, Mariota. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Take over.
Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And a Cowboy.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Mariota here to throw. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Mariota again. This will be caught just inside the 10.
Mariota.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
And 7 at the 8-yard line.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side. 2nd and 7. To the air again, Mariota. And now he'll tuck it and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll run it. Here's Cook.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check, 56.
One. Bang. One.
I got him, man. I got him. He's mine.
Now Mariota. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division. But they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game. A message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
Rick Zerline set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. One final try for Tagovailoa. And he'll go underneath Little Drake. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that being a